Am I the a-hole for the things I said to my sister after she confronted me for ruining her relationship? I, 17F, have a few siblings, but this is about me and the sister I'm closest in age to, Sarah, 16. The two of us are easily the two in our family who have the most strained relationship, and we were never really close. I think we're just a little too different and not really into any of the same stuff. Plus, she takes her frustration when things go bad out on me, and she was always like that with me. Because I know we don't like each other, I try to avoid anything that could lead to more conflict between us. I'm not out here to fight with someone every day. But two things happened in the last 2 years that made our relationship worse, and I got sick of her shit and called her out, and she felt attacked. So let me explain. 2 years ago, Sarah was dating a guy called Will, and she broke up with him because she found out he had a crush on me, and he wrote about me on this list he made with his friends about the hottest girls. I knew nothing about it, but she blamed me for Will's crush. I told her Will was not the kind of guy I'd ever be into, and she was offended by that. But I was being totally honest. I always thought Will and his friends were jerks, and I hated the way they talked about girls they didn't like. So I never would have done anything to lead him on, and I didn't. I told Sarah, but she didn't believe me. Last year I started dating Luke, and we were dating from October to April. Then I found out him and Sarah were a thing since February, and I broke up with him and told him it was gross to treat people that way. Sarah knew I was dating Luke, but she acted like it was some big surprise when I told our family I'd broken up with him. But once she was done faking shock, she looked so pleased. Only Luke didn't want her when I was no longer dating him, and I don't know what kind of sick joy he got out of dating two sisters, but Sarah blamed me for ruining her relationship, and she threw a fit at me last week when she couldn't get Luke to go out with her again. She was acting insane, honestly, and she was blaming it all on me and saying I won't let her have relationships or anything nice, and she accused me of being a jealous and poisonous B***TCH, and she said I was so desperate to be like her. I won't lie, I lost my temper, and I told her I did not like her, or want to be like her, and I said I would be ashamed and disgusted if I was anything like her. I told her it would be my nightmare to be compared to her. I said the kind of person who dates their sibling's partner and then gets mad at the sibling when the relationship ends is not a good person. And I told her I was embarrassed to be called her sister, and that people know we're related. I told her she was used by Luke because he got some sick joy out of being with sisters, and that's why she was broken up with, and that had nothing to do with me. I said I just wish I had found out he was another shitty guy before dating him, or at least before she got with him, because I didn't want to be connected to her love life at all, and I said the two of them deserved each other really. She tried to say more, but I walked away, and I refused to talk more. She was upset when our parents got home, and they asked what was up, and she cried to them about it. They didn't really take her side, which pissed her off even more, but I locked my door and put headphones on so I couldn't hear her complain. She complained to our parents that I was evil to her and treated her like trash. My parents spoke to her about how she was wrong to date Luke behind my back. But my mom asked me after to talk it out and apologize for being so harsh in some of what I said. She told me this will leave a nasty scar if I don't, and I told Mom we already have way too many scars for this one to make a difference, but I also told Mom I wasn't sorry. My mom accepted that, and she told me she understood. Sarah overheard, and she called me AB**TCH again, and said I should feel bad for how I spoke to her, and I shouldn't get away with acting like there's something wrong with her. My parents pulled her in for another talk, and since then Sarah has been way more hostile with me than usual, and she told two of our younger siblings that I was such an ass to her. I can tell she's still bothered by the stuff I said, so I want to know if I'm the a-hole for saying it?